Hello everyone, Pelites here. Welcome back to Dauntless. Today, we're gonna be hunting a Quillshot. I call him a quill boar a lot, so please excuse me if I do call him that. He's a boar that shoots quills. You can see why. You can see why I have some trouble with it. He is one of the behemoths that I think new players can have a bit of a problem with, so I'm gonna give you my strategy for beating up this guy. The weapon I'm using today is the Scrabe Sword. It does frost damage, and I'm going to be using that frost damage just to find more openings versus the boss and try to slow him down and just beat him up. I do have a very specific strategy I use versus this guy, so hopefully it'll help you out if you're having trouble with him. Now let's go find him. I don't know where he is. Yeah. The elusive Quillshot. So, when you engage in this fight, there's actually a pretty big opening that you can do some damage. My strategy, here, I can do face cam for this. Hello, I'm here. My strategy is to go straight for his back legs, but avoid the tail. The reason I'm telling you this now, rather than just going in and doing that, is because at the beginning of the fight, there's a really good window of opportunity that you can get in there and deal a ton of damage. He has two different styles of quill attacks. One is a homing attack. Oh, shit. Oh, there goes that opening. Oh, no. One's a homing attack, and the other one goes around his body if you get too close. Okay. So much for that opening. So I'm just going to focus on these back legs here. He is priming himself up to do the attack around him. Basically, you'll see his back legs. You know, he'll kind of rear up like he's a dog about to take a poop. Everybody's seen that before, right? And then when he does that, you know that quills are about to happen, and you can deal some more damage in there, like this right here. The ones that home after you can be easily avoided just by moving just a little bit. You're looking for the majority of his tells from his shoulders. So you can see his arm moved, his shoulder pivoted, and then I knew the attack was incoming. The sword is a phenomenal weapon to use on this fight because you can just use light attacks, cut pieces into him, try to get as much height as possible. And then, when attacks do come, simply do a very quick roll around them and re-engage right after that. The only breaks I really take in combat are when those quills are shooting out. Now, I'm attacking the tail just a little bit here because I couldn't reach that back leg. There's one part down. The back left leg is down, and now I'm going to be moving over to the other side. Here we go, boys. Attack speed activated as well. We're going full DPS mode here. Again, oh, I fucked up. Again, just shifting whenever he does one of those side attacks. The sword lunge ability is so good about re-engaging you back into the action, so don't be afraid to just do a quick roll and then get back in there. Now, when he's enraged, he shoots out more quills at you. There are some ways that you can actually alleviate this amount of just shotgunning that he's doing, basically. And that way is by getting super close and trying to do vertical swings that cut off the top of his quills. So basically like that. I wouldn't really focus on that too much, but if you do find yourself overwhelmed or you're playing in a party, you can dedicate one person to just focusing on that to kind of cut down the amount of outgoing damage this guy has. There's his other leg going down right now, so we're going to start focusing on the tail, which should be cut off pretty quickly. He does have the frost effect on him right now from our weapon that is slowing him down a little bit. And making it easier, just sit here and deal as much damage as possible. We do have the homing quills on us right now. You'll notice that he alternates, and he does position a little bit differently based on the quills that he is going to be shooting. Now, once this is cut off, he's going to start kicking, and we don't want to be behind him ever again. Our only interest after the tail is gone is then going to be focusing on his face, and which is somewhere in there. He kind of folded in half. And then focusing on his arms as well. We don't want to hit him in the back anymore at all. He still presents a lot of openings when his quills are being shot out, so we can move in and deal some damage there, go to the other side, move out, move back in, constantly dancing around him. The hardest attack to look out for here is going to be the one where he charges forward. I do find myself being hit by that one quite a lot. When he falls to the ground like this is prime time opportunity to start cutting into his face. He is a little unique in the regard that he actually has 2 or 3 cuttable pieces of his face that you can actually get. You have his tusks and maybe the hide on his face as well. Don't quote me on that one. That one may not be right. But I'm just trying to do my best to dance around him, not take too much damage. I'm definitely taking more than normal just because we're talking. Anyone who's seen my stream before knows I can cut this guy into pieces pretty fucking quickly. That was a little bit of his tail swipe action there. Also, I am using I believe it's the Shrike Lantern, which is giving me an attack speed bonus. And with the sword, you always want to be using your ult every time it's up. Always be getting that attack speed bonus. Don't let it fill up as much as I have been. That's a mistake. That's definitely a mistake. This right arm looks like it's about to go. You can tell by the lacerations on the side. He's setting up to do another Quill attack. But we got the arm right before those landed. Let's get the movement speed boost from my lantern. Move over to the other side. This is the homing attack, so let's move around a little bit. Whoop. Good roll there. And whenever I don't have the opportunity to hit that arm, I'm now going to be working on his tusks. Trying to get rid of those. Don't leave! All right. Easy fight so far. No worries, team. Oh, also, tip for anyone jumping into the open beta right now. You don't have to pick up these orbs anymore. Just leave them there. You'll get them at the end. All right, big guy, I'm coming in. He's growing more quills. That's the main reason I actually don't recommend focusing on just quill damaging, because he grows them so often. Let's get all of our attack speed going, shall we? Dodge those spikes, re-engage, get out of his way. Stamina potions can be great for just rolling out of everything and then re-engaging. And you want to be careful, especially with the sword, about getting animation locked in that last little attack, because it can hurt. When he rolls over on his side like that, that means he's going to shoot quills out of his back. Just don't be in front of him, and your life will be easy. Your life will be fine. His enrage is going on once again. And if you did manage to break off those quills, they would be back right now. So again, another reason I don't really recommend that strategy as much. But if you have a party of 4 people, hey, why not? Why not just dedicate someone to that? The only two, I believe anyway, the only 2 items we have left to get are the tusks on the front of him. There's one right now interrupting his quill attack. And there's the other one. Maybe the skin on his face. I'm trying to look for any lacerations that may let me know. And we're starting to build up a little bit of concussive damage here. And this is the only time I would really recommend, like, stop breaking other parts and go knock him out, because when he's knocked out like this, it does open you up for a lot more damage. He's not gonna last too much longer. This is my strategy for the boss. We're just gonna cut him into pieces, take our loot, and start hunting another behemoth, boys. Oh, look at that fucking timing! He is kind of difficult when you're first starting out, when you first get to him. He has a lot of stuff going on. Just make sure you're looking up at the quills, stick to his legs at the beginning, move on to his tail after that, and then work your way around the front of him, attacking whatever is easy at that time. I hope this is helpful. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.